This is how we look alone. Our housing is run down. Land sits empty. Our walls are painted with graffiti, and our streets are unsafe. And this is how we look together. A community united by our faith, relationships, and clarity of purpose.
Tonight, we are here to request an additional 6 officers and to keep our community policing project intact.
When we act together, we build daycare centers for our children. We build affordable housing for our families. And together, we can help to make our streets safer.
There's probably no such thing as the power of one, or maybe even the power of two, but the power of many can certainly be heard louder than the power of few, than the voices of few.
Maybe I believe that we can be the sculptors of our own destiny. Maybe I believe that these communities have a future, and I believe in people.
5 years ago, the Catholic priests and lay leaders of Pilsen came together to say basta, enough to the violence, enough to run down housing, enough to poor schools, enough to dirty streets and lack of city services.
Esta noche estamos aquí para solicitarle 6 policías adicionales.
They challenged themselves to rebuild their community, not to move away from it.
A lot of people moved to the suburban area. We decided to stay here and fight and change where we want to live. So we have the choice, and I think we take the challenge to live here and to try to change the community. We don't want to run away. We want to make it better.
The people here have a legacy of being hard workers, patient. Things will come to me in the end if I persevere and continue with my goal.
We figured if we could attract people, build houses, and convince them to stay in Pilsen, we would start building from there, and that's exactly what we did.
This is Channel 5, your 24-hour news source.
The luck of the draw made 24 Chicago families homeowners tonight. They were the first chosen to occupy new single-family homes in the Pilsen neighborhood.
The Resurrection Project targeted housing as their first step in revitalizing Pilsen.
Sarmiento, Jesus y Maria.
Residents were so eager for decent, affordable housing that it was necessary to hold a lottery where families earning as little as $22,000 a year competed for the opportunity to buy an $80,000 new home.
I'm delighted to see the excitement and the hope of the many families who look to these new homes as a chance for a better future for themselves and this community.
Since then, 52 new homes have been constructed, with 68 more now under construction or to be shortly built. Additionally, abandoned buildings like this one will be rehabbed and converted into low-income rental units. The way this gets done is through an organized community that is clear about what it wants and knows how to get it.
Starting from the new homes for Chicago, which you have built and you have accomplished, we will work with you to complete more of them, as you mentioned in your request, because housing is extremely important, especially the 2 flats you're building, again, rebuilding Pilsen, which we will fully support.
The mayor made that promise to Pilsen when 1,000 members of the Resurrection Project urged the mayor's support and a $2 million city commitment, which initiated a partnership between the city, private developers and lenders, and the Resurrection Project.
Everyone benefits when there's development in the area because a development means a commitment in the community.
Any strategy to rebuild a community has to include a commitment to its children.
The kids should be worry-free. The kids should feel free and to enjoy their neighborhood and to enjoy their childhood here.
From WBBM TV, this is Chicago's News. 2 News at 4:30.
For residents of the often troubled Pilsen neighborhood, their local church used to be both a spiritual refuge and a safe haven. But 4 years ago, the Catholic Church shut down that church. When the doors closed, so did the sense of community that it brought. But a local group is committed to turning the church into a community center in hopes of bringing the broken neighborhood back together.
This is Centro Familiar Guadalupano. It is a $1.2 million family center, organized and built by the Resurrection Project. It serves the needs of 180 children for as little as $8 a month, providing daycare and after-school services.
Having my daughter watch here, it's you know, it's a chance for me to go to school, because without the center, I wouldn't be able, you know, to have somebody to watch over my children when I'm in school.
The center means a sense of accomplishment, a sense that we are people, we have a voice, and we can make a change that would better and help our community here in Pilsen.
You know, this is only the first stage of the project's dream. Once they raise the money, they intend to build an infant toddler center, an after-school program, and a state-of-the-art cultural center for the community.
And yet the leaders of the Resurrection Project know that more needs to be done, like reducing the crime that keeps our people from feeling safe.
We're going to take back our community by joining forces.
We can form a partnership so we can, in common, overcome the problems that we face as a community, as a society. And one more thing, will I work with you? My boss says I will work with you. And from my heart, I will work with you. Buenas tardes.
By working with the police, members of the Resurrection Project assisted in creating one of Chicago's first community policing programs. This led to improved communication between residents and the police, resulting in the shutdown of several drug houses. But the leaders of the Resurrection Project are realists. They know that reducing crime will not come just through better police protection. It requires economic development, jobs, services for youth and the elderly. It requires power created through leadership and based in faith.
My religion, my faith, has been the catalyst for all this. If I did not believe in my community, if I did not have this deep-seated religious feeling, I wouldn't know that I am my brother's keeper. And as my brother's keeper, I should be fighting for his rights as well as my rights.
Why did I decide to stay? Because I like the community. I like my church. I like my people. And I think if I want to run away every time there is a problem, I will always be running. So I have to stay here and fight the problem. I feel that it's not a way to teach my children to run. You have to face the problem, otherwise you will never gonna stop running.
Will the Pilsen community and the Resurrection Project succeed? At a recent essay contest, the children of Pilsen described how they viewed the challenges of their community. Linda Diaz won first place, and she said this.
As a community, I know we can do this, but we need to take action so that future generations can say, wow, what a lovely community we have, and all because our parents cared so much. This is nice to dream about, isn't it? The dream that I have can become a reality, and it starts with you and me. That is why I am proud to be part of this community, rich in tradition and loving. Thank you.